Hello and welcome back to another episode of Victoria 3 as the United States of America continuing our world conquest. Let's just do a quick recap. We started off and our focus was to, get the historical borders of the United States as fast as possible, kick Mexico out of California, Texas, New Mexico, and all of our traditional states and start puppeting them, which is what we're doing in this war. Assuming they don't back down, which they might. We hope they don't, but they'll return Utah, we'll get a puppet, and we'll get Mexican Arizona. I'm hoping they take it to a fight. That's why I haven't mobilized any of my troops. But hopefully they do that. Last time, we really focused on expanding into South America, getting a foothold down here. We're colonizing the South America, and we have a start of a colony in Senegal that I just started in between episodes, preparing us for the rush for Africa. We went to war with Great Britain. They ended up getting a treaty port in New Granada, which will not be too much of a problem. We're going to have to kick them out anyway. And they also have, I believe, the Mosquito Kingdom as protectorate, and they have this little province down here, Guatemala. But we've been focusing on vassalizing and puppeting all of these Central American states. We have most of them. We don't have Nicaragua. It's the same color as us, but it is not one of our subjects. I'm going to have to remember to do that. It is going to be annoying to have a nation that's independent but is the same color as us. In terms of government, we managed to ban slavery, and we're currently pushing through laissez-faire because we got lucky and we have a member of the Southern Planters who actually supports it. So they are extremely loyal despite us doing our damnedest to suppress them. Currently, we have a very conservative government. Eventually, we're going to want to go to the industrialists and the intelligentsia, but they have been winning elections. They have not been getting our support. Currently, we make a good amount of money, but we are in debt, so we have high taxes. Once we pay off our debt and start actually building up our balance of cash, I'll probably cut back taxes, and that way we have good legitimacy. I'd love to get up to a righteous government, because then you just get a ton of loyalists. Yeah, tech-wise, or decision-wise, I'll go over tech next. Decision-wise, we're going to get the slavery debate, which will take away the Missouri Compromise, weaken the Southern Planters, and then we have some other things related to Manifest Destiny to control Colorado, Montana. Colorado we're going to get right now. Montana, I'm trying to remember where the hell Montana. This is Montana. We just need to colonize those and then take the land from Mexico. We need New Mexico, Arizona, Utah, Nevada, California. Texas is almost all claimed. We still have to colonize, and the other ones we should get in this war. And then we have the Transcontinental Railway. That will take a little bit because we have some railways queued. But we have a very long construction queue. I'm going to have to spend some money in increasing our construction capacity. That'll be a priority here. And then what I'll probably look to also do this episode is, after we get laissez-faire passed, maybe try to go back to a professional army, because I am not a fan of conscript armies. I like to be able to get my troops rallied fast, and just have a massive standing army that I can kind of plan for. But we'll see how that goes. So I'm going to keep playing. I'm going to come back whenever this war either happens or when Mexico backs down, and I will see you then. Alright, I'm back. Our diplomatic play against Mexico is about to come to a head. Son of a... They back down. So, a little unfortunate there. Meaning we'll have to kind of put off our conquest. Not too bad, though. We ended up getting Utah out of there, and... It's a shame. I had the Mosquito Kingdom end up joining them. I was going to use that as an excuse to kind of take on the Mosquito Kingdom. As far as infamy, we are at 200 infamy. And let's think about what I want to go for next. We are starting to actually make money, so I can bump down our taxes. And let's see how that affects our government. We are back to a legitimate government, which is fine for me. Laissez-faire is going to tick soon. In fact, I'll probably unpause and test that out. But let's think about what we want to do in terms of conquest. Looking down here towards either Venezuela or Ecuador. I can actually puppet them right away. Let's look. Let's see who will join, because a lot of the great powers really don't like me. Why do you have a interest in Grand Columbia? Okay, that is fine with me. I think we start with Ecuador, and now that Peru Bolivia is formed, we can also try to puppet them. But let's take a look at this. I want someone who is not going to get too many outsiders to join. This is actually a perfect war for us. We go for Peru Bolivia. We don't have to deal with... They probably also won't back down, right? They have a decent enough force. Yeah, we're going to go for puppeting Peru Bolivia. And then depending on who gets involved, we'll also ask for puppets there. I don't mind mobilizing all my generals for this. We'll see about doing conscripts. We probably will need to at some point. But I kind of want this to end up going to a head. Let's unpause here and see if we get laissez-faire. We got laissez-faire. That's good. Okay. That opens up a lot for us. Okay, so we now make 47k a week. I think it's a week the way those ticks work. And we are pretty darn legitimate. We're at 77. We need to get to 90 to get the next level of government. So this would get me an extra 10. Would not do anything for me. In terms of military wages, I probably want to go ahead and full pay this. Government wages I could pay. I don't need the authority, and I don't care about my approval with the intelligentsia or the bourgeoisie. That could get middle managers. I'll think on that. In terms of laws, what do we want to do next? We have per capita taxation. We can't go to proportional just yet. In order to get there, we would need we have traditionalism. Excuse me? Did I read that wrong? I probably read that wrong. Requires one of the following. Disallowed by traditionalism law and economic system inactive. We just don't have the... Oh, no one likes it. That makes sense. Yeah, no one likes it, so we can't go for it. Okay, let's think about what next. Professional militia, I would like to move towards this. What would happen? Intelligentsia would hate us. Rural folk would despise us. Armed forces would like us. Oh, Winfield Scott, our general, is in charge of the armed forces. And the trade unions would be radicalized. If trade unions are marginalized, I'd consider it, but right now there's not really any reason for me to go for that. Wage subsidy. Give me welfare payments. Everyone dislikes this, so we will not be pushing it through. Other than that, there's not too much to work for. We go for universal suffrage. Maybe. It would increase our legitimacy. We would lose a lot of industrialist support, but we'd get towards our late game government that we wanted. Not going to change off of that, just that's going to stay the same. Right of assembly, keep it. I think we're going to go for census suffrage. I want to keep making laws, and we're doing fine on money, so we don't really need too much industrialist support at the moment. Okay, let's see. Mexican secession is not going to complete because they now have Arizona. That's a darn shame. While we took a gap, we did colonize Texas, and I believe New Mexico got finished colonizing, so we started coring those. But now I think we just play it close to our chest and see about taking on Peru Bolivia. In fact, we're gonna sit through this diplomatic play and kind of see how it goes, piece by piece. Taking a look at our building. So there's oh, the Ottomans in Britain are squaring off. What are they doing over here? Egypt. Looks like Ottomans declared war on Egypt. And they want Adana, Treaty Port, Lebanon, and Transjordan. So the Ottomans are trying to get their old historical borders. How good is Tripolitania right now? Their GDP went up since becoming part of our market. Congrats to you. that reminds me, I could start... Yeah, we're going to start damaging relations in North Africa. Because I'm going to have to look to conquer them soon. But we'll just keep waiting on. There was this organ dispute that we would be able to do if Great Britain liked us, but Great Britain are never going to like us, so I'm going to actually declare a rivalry and stop improving relations with them. We'll have to statch it off them from war with the Columbia District. Bison hunting. I'm going to go for the colony growth speed. Our colonies grow very fast. I wish I could see this without... Oh, Ecuador sided with them. That's good. Ecuador, we're also going to puppet you. Who else is on the fence? Now, if Brazil joined, that'd be massive. We're going to start raising conscripts. What gives me the most units? Let's raise New York, and let's raise Pennsylvania. For Bolivia back down. Welcome to the puppet. Great. All right. With them backing down, we need to keep on rolling. We're going to go for... We don't want to do Venezuela, because we don't want to get the great powers involved until we kind of settle all this stuff. But we're going to go for Ecuador now. We'll move our generals, have them mobilized, and have them on the border here. And we'll just put them as aggressive. Might not go to war, might go to war, we shall see. That bumps up our money even more. We keep making more and more money. Let's see. Legitimacy-wise... I'm going to keep our taxes the way they are. I might cut back on some of our consumption taxes, however. Yeah, let's cut back on taxing the liquor, and instead, we will use the authority from that to bolster the industrialists. They might not like us, but we want them to be our main power in government soon. Okay. How long do you think this is going to take? Probably about another year or two. And let's see how this diplomatic play shapes out. Landing Ecuador, Brazil might join. That would be good for us, all things considered. That would be actually really nice. Railway in Virginia has 4 weeks to complete, and then we're going to go and do tools. We need tools and coal, and we can do more declared interests. Let's look at our interests real quick. Now the question is, where do I want to expand? After we get to South America, I think we should participate in the land grab for Africa. I probably don't care too much about Oceania. I don't even know... Did I declare this interest? Don't remember declaring it, but... a couple of things I could consider doing. I think we're going to go for North Africa. We'll probably hold off on getting any more interest in Africa. Once we get our next interest, I'll probably start putting it into the East Indies, because this is a lot of good rubber land, and rubber is going to be very important for us. Also, there's a chance I might go for grabbing the Shogun as a vassal. They have a massive market, and having them would be a good springboard to Asia, and of course boost our American market to be even larger. Ecuador is back down. Cool. I hate how the maps don't automatically update, but they now like us. What about some of our smaller nations here? Let's just kind of focus on... centralizing our hold on Central America. That way we just have one contiguous section. No more of these split front lines and things like that. So we'll keep doing that and keep on rolling. Nicaragua. Who would join you? If Great Britain joins, what do I want to do? What do I want to take from Great Britain if they join this war? That is something I must think on. We shall see. Looks like we're having a bureaucratic shortfall. I was focusing on getting our colonial affairs up, as well as our law enforcement institution. Hence the bureaucratic shortage. Let's double check our buildings. I can do this later. Focus on this instead. And I might come back if something happens on the thematic play. If not, I'll come back once they back down, which... Never mind. Here we have Mexico. This is good. Wow. I was just about to leave, and now I can take Mexico and Arizona and puppet Mexico. Okay, we want this to go to war. We don't actually want to back down off this. We're going to put you to defend here, and we'll put you to defend here. We're going to avoid raising conscripts until it goes to war. Because if we start raising conscripts, there is a high likelihood that they will back down because we'll just have overwhelming numbers. The exception there is if Great Britain joins, we will raise conscripts, but let's see how this goes. I don't think they're likely to get involved. They're still in war with the Ottomans, which tends to, you know, give them a reason not to want to fight me. That reminds me, I'll talk about this after this event. Condemn slavery. Spain continues to practice slavery. We can easily condemn them on the world stage for this. Yeah, we'll condemn slavery. I was going to look at our navy. We need to build up our navy a little bit more, because we're going to soon jump over to doing ironclads. So let's look at our existing naval base. We're going to probably want to go up to the max on all of these. Because naval power is how we're going to become the strongest nation. In fact, I think historically the United States Navy is one of the reasons why it became such a good, like a massive global power. It's just the ability to be all over the place, protect trade and things like that. I'm not a historian, so I could have that 100% wrong, but I think there's some logic there. But we've already deviated off historical past. We've just taken the Monroe Doctrine and thrown it out. Well, it's not really thrown it out. We've taken the Monroe Doctrine and we said instead of guaranteeing everybody, we will just control everybody. Which is our new version of the Monroe Doctrine. Postal savings. Let's do a quick check on our tech. We're looking at getting all of the Tier 2 techs. We're focusing on mechanized workshops to get more textile mills and better things for our furniture mills. And then probably we'll look at our military. We want to keep getting our military edge. I think our next move will be getting ironclads, and then switching production to steamers and those kinds of ships instead of the default clippers and things like that. Hence the reason for me building all of this coal mines. Also, with our expanded industry, I should remember to do this. We're going to put a ton of construction sectors into our eastern states. Let's think about that. That's 4, 8, 12. That makes 15. That's 18. Each one costs about 4K. Yeah, that'll hurt us a little bit, but we also know we don't have an increasing investment pool, but that is fine. It'll be good. That will probably give us some more input good shortages. All right. Looks like they have not backed down just yet. I might have just jinxed it because they tend to back down like at the very last second, which is very upsetting for me. Public address goes awry. It looks like we might not be getting universal suffrage, so we will stop doing that. Don't need the radicals from that movement, even though our radicals has been going down. Let's take a look at our national militia. What is the chances of me doing this now? Trade unions and change to endorsing it. The rural folk still hate it. Intelligentsia and the evangelicals will hold off. I can make the conscript army work, even though it's not my preferred method of playing. What about free trade? If I suppress the rural folk, I can maybe put it through. We might be good on where our government laws are right now. We'll just not change anything and build up our loyalists and try to shift to having the industrialists. Alright, but now we are actually going to war, meaning I can finally activate our conscripts. We'll do Pennsylvania. We'll get some in the south. It was New York, not Pennsylvania. And then that should actually probably be enough. Let's take a look at what our soldiers are doing. We have Thomas Jessup in, looks like right here. And then we have some guys down here. No one is at this front, so we're going to have you push. We'll take over Manitoba very quickly. Sorry, Chiapas, but you're going to probably not do too well there. But this is good. I now actually get all the land that I wanted from Mexico. When did we get stuff here? When did we, oh, we did get mechanized workshop. Like I said, I think it's going to be time to go towards ironclads, but it might be better for me to do the gantry cranes first. Yeah, no, we'll do ironclads, and then we'll go gantry cranes. Blah. Gantry cranes, it lets you swap over your ports to use steamers instead of your normal clippers, which means your Blah. Your steamer demand shoots way up. If you don't have gantry cranes, you're going to need clippers, which is not what you normally want to make late game. Okay, let's look at this. Why are you not attacking? Oh, you don't actually have a general. You're just sitting there. This should be fine, though. We're just storming down Mexico, taking out the north. Let's see how we're doing against the guys south. Gold's been discovered in Australia. Good for the Aussies. All right, Mexico decided to put all of their troops onto their southern border with El Salvador instead of dealing with the United States, which is, you know, I guess it's fine. I guess you can make that call. I immediately was going to look and start coring new stuff. Is this because I got bureaucracy thanks to the petite bourgeoisie? It is. Meaning I don't think I'm actually going to do too much of that bureaucracy because I tend to piss off the petite bourgeoisie. A little bit. He's an abolitionist, meaning he will support us, but once Abraham... Oh, it's Lincoln! I didn't even realize it was Abraham Lincoln. Wow. Never knew Lincoln was part of the bourgeoisie. Anywho, do we have input goods shortages now? Artillery. That's the thing about these conscript armies, is I just never know what our actual demand is. Which in fact, I think I might just push this through, or at least try to. Just think, how many loyalists do I have within? Okay, let's let our loyalists grow and see if I can get to where they won't be despising me. All right, this war should be an easy war. Should be finished soon. We've pushed out almost all of the people down here. What is going on here? Do we not have... Where's the front? Socialist Party of America. We have an election. Interesting. Government. The Whig, the Socialists, and the Democrats. What a giant coalition of the Democrats here. I wonder if the Republican Party is going to form, or if it just is... I wonder if that's one of the default settings. Because I know, like, you can have the Communist Party in other nations, which is pretty interesting. Alright, we'll just keep turning along. Building our tooling workshops, trying to get our expensive goods down. Losing a ton of money, because I've spent my entire investment pool, and we're spending a lot of money on construction. Low market access in Pennsylvania. Despite me building... I have not built railways in Pennsylvania. Let's build 2 railways then. Mexico, your war support is going down a ton. You've basically been full occupied here. Nice. Gold's been discovered in the Yukon. Yeah. Where's the Yukon? It's like in... Yeah, right here. A lot of gold for the Hudson Bay Company. Congratulations. For whom the bell tolls, a great Metallica song, by the way. Winfield Scott has passed. Let's pause here and think about this. He's one of our generals, which means we'll probably lose a lot of momentum down there. Whig Party, I don't really want to give them too much power. So we'll actually not... Well, we'll probably place Winfield Scott, but... We have the choice between a Southern planner and a Southern planner. Romantic is a terrible trait. Terrible trait. I hate it. We're going to go for Persistent, Pillager, Woodlands, and Traditionalist. That's fine. We'll give him some power. I don't think we actually need to mobilize him for this war, but we'll have him available. And we're about to take out Mexico. Yeah, losing 12 war score every 5 days. Is that every week? Did they mobilize my guys? Or did it actually not? No, it did. It did. Oh, we need an admiral. We will take an armed forces man, and we will probably go for the experienced naval commander. That just seems to make sense to me. And we'll look at my army. Did they get... No. Where are my other generals? So I only have... Another general died. That's why that happened. We'll go for the expert defensive guy, who's also innovative. Interesting. And we'll just run through this. All right, we want all of these to be processed. Mexico will capitulate soon. Slavery was finished. That means we lost the Missouri Compromise. And most likely, that means our southern planters are going to take a nosedive. Wait. Is this like Robert Lee is like Robert E. Lee? Like the Confederate? I wish I had like the middle name here. He's part of the Southern Planters. You know, George Washington's in the Abraham Lincoln's in the bourgeoisie. Anyone else that I would remember from history? Nathaniel Call. That name rings a bell. Don't remember what he did, but I've heard that. Like Stanford is in like California, Stanford. I'm probably so off base with some of these. There might just be random names. Anywho, Mexican secession has been completed, and we also have Mexico as a puppet. Look at this event. We have wrested control of the American Southwest from the illegitimate clutches of Mexico. The United States of America now stretches from the Atlantic to the Pacific. And then she deciding she. There's a verse here. I'm not going to try to sing it. But now we have California, Nevada, Utah, Arizona, and New Mexico as Yankee and Dixie homelands. Meaning these cores should be much faster now. Yes, much, much faster. Good. That's all good. Did we core this land up here in Canada? I haven't left off of incorporating Alaska as a state because I just can't defend it right now. If I go to war with Great Britain, it's just too isolated. But we'll do that soon. Anywho, let's look down here. Why is this taking a little bit? Yeah, this will handle it. Good. Now, let's declare more interest while this war goes on. I think I am going to go for a shogunate of vassalization, and then I'll do the East Indies. Yeah, that seems to be what I want to do. And it looks like we're going to have an easy war victory here. Thinking if I go for either Guatemala or go back down south real quick. We'll have to consider our options. Whistle-stop tour, campaigning by rail. Again, we will go for the railway throughput, even though it benefits the Democrat Party, who are not my preferred people. Okay, radical numbers are going down. We have now taken Nicaragua. We will improve relations. And then I think we'll just take the easy play against Guatemala. We want them to back down, so we're going to mobilize all our generals and put them on their borders. Because I just don't think I don't think they're going to not back down. Looks like a white piece over here. That means Great Britain is now free. They might look to get involved. Wouldn't be too bad for us if they got involved. It would mean we could probably annex the Mosquito Kingdom. Or force them to give us something else. Probably I'll take my treaty port back would be what I'd want to do. Let's take a look at our buildings. I haven't taken a look at this in a little bit. We have mechanized workshops, more wood, more tools, and sewing machines, more wood, more tools, more dye. Mechanized looms are always what we want. I'll look at this later. I like that we have the White House, and it gives government administration throughput. Beautiful. Beautiful. Ooh, is it worth... We don't have opium. Yet. Once we get opium, then I will pursue that. That's what we're going to do over here. Alright, our construction capacity has gone up quite a lot, and our election has gone through. Is there any reason for me to want to add more people to our government? This is crazy here. This is a new feature that I have not seen. It's showing you your options you could make with the parties. But the options they give me are bad. Like, I don't see myself ever going for this. Any of these options. But oh well. Maybe now is the time we push through professional militia. Uh, it's close. If I get one more like opinion boost with the rural folk. Oh, okay. Once that ticks down, yeah, I'll make a push for it. Definitely worthwhile to do there. All right. They haven't backed down, which is surprising. Could just be there waiting to the last minute to be annoying, as the AI does. Can I kick up my taxes without affecting my government legitimacy? I cannot, so we'll just take the loss here. Do we have tax waste? City of Plenty and Ohio. We will definitely take the more loyalist option. Who knew Ohio was a state that was full of plenty? That's definitely not the Ohio I know. God, who would want to live in Ohio? My sister currently is living in Ohio. She moved there after getting her master's. But I would never move to a state like that. Too cold. I'll stay down in Florida. All right, and now we have Guatemala. Beautiful. Let's improve our relations. Why cannot right-click here? Okay. Improve relations with them, and what is our next focus of conquest? Is there a section of Brazil that I can do a puppet quest on and not have to worry about these guys getting involved? Like if I go down here, no, they're always gonna get involved. We're gonna go for Chile. Austria, Argentina, Great Britain, and Paraguay. I'll go down here. France and Prussia. Okay, maybe Argentina. The same enemies, regardless of what happens here. Okay. GDP, 1 million for you and 1.22 million population. We'll go for Chile. Welcome to the puppet. Let's see how this goes. Otherwise, our general, we'll put one up north, we'll put one in the south, and then we'll put another one in the south. As we build more and more coal mines. Input good shortages. We need iron. Iron mines. You have no peasants in California. Damn, I need to stop doing that then. It's not good to build somewhere where there's no one to staff it. I bet you we also already have some staff shortages. We have 11k unemployed. But you have, that'll probably fix itself. And over time, let's go for iron mines. Look where we have the most peasants. Pennsylvania, congratulations. You're now going to have 10 iron mines. Okay. Looking at our consumption taxes. All right, I'm going to come back once we have something occur in this diplomatic play, or they back down. I will see you then. All right, we're back. Looks like Austria has decided to get involved in our diplomatic play against Chile. This is fine. I don't think they'll be able to do much to us. That means we're going to actually have to activate our conscripts. We'll do New York again, and then we're going to go for North Carolina and Tennessee. I was checking who Austria actually has, and turns out they have Italy as a protectorate, which is wild. I don't know which nation formed Italy in this game. Maybe it was 3 Sicilies or 2 Sicilies, but wild to see Austria have them as protectorate there. In fact, what are you're reputable. Anywho, we're gonna keep doing it regardless. We're not gonna be tamed. Mapuche decided to have an uprising against us, which is fine. All that means is that we'll actually conquer all of Mapuche. Paraguay decided to get involved. That's fine. We will make a puppet out of Paraguay. I could have one of these guys. Let's crack out. Is that your puppet? Or is that a protectorate? No, it is a puppet, but I don't care too much about getting Krakow there. Don't think you'll do too much for me. Especially when I can't defend you and you have no access to my market. I think Europe's going to be the last place that we make a play for in this campaign. We'll probably encroach upon them in all of the directions and then go through probably Portugal, Spain into Europe. Or maybe the Denmark areas. Yeah, I can see that being cool. More interest can be declared. Fun, fun, fun. Let's see. Still have the room to declare interest into here. Let's go for Southeast Asia. I'm eyeing up Japan. I started to actually colonize Hokkaido. Normally, Russia colonizes Hokkaido very fast here. So I'm gonna... Where is my colony here? Ah, up here and then down here are my colonies. Where is it? I guess it hasn't taken place yet. But anyway, I'm going to colonize up here, and then I'll use that as a springboard to puppet Japan. They'll probably be our next target, because that is a juicy amount of population to add to our market. Argentina! Good! Looks like we're getting a one-size-fits-all puppeting of South America. This is a bit cumbersome here. Okay. This is going to involve me getting my admirals into this war. Whenever this happens. Let's go to our navy, take a look at if we can get more flotillas. We cannot at the moment. We're going to need to raid convoys down here. In fact, we're going to cede this land, and instead we're going to come up here and defend this front down. Oh, we're coming here. Interesting. We're going to defend down here, because we have a lot of Austrians coming to be a problem. Did they offer Austria anything? Just war reps. Okay. That's not an issue. If anyone gets involved with Mapuche, that'd be interesting. I don't see that making any sense. Great Britain has started a nation up against the Sahrawi. Where is that? Go to details. Where are you? Okay, they're taking up part of Africa. You can see we are colonizing Senegal, which is good. That probably will be a nice springboard for our expansion. I wish I could do multiple diplomatic plays. That would be nice. But oh well. Gold, it's New South Wales. Might have to start making plays for Australia eventually. That requires a war with England, though, which I'm not too keen on. Great Britain colony. Oh, that's their diplomatic play. Looks like we'll actually have the Mapuche War go first. Could be nice to get a humiliation off against Austria, but do I think I'm going to be able to get one? I'm not sure. We'll have to see. We're about to be having interests. What do we have subsidies for? Railway. Okay. Making sure I wasn't still subsidizing like the art school that I did to get the journal entry. Steam engine time. Motor buildings. Little than 3. Do we already have motor buildings? I'm pretty sure we do. In Ohio. Why are you... Ohio's right here. Oh, because steel is so expensive. Ooh. Yeah, terrible artillery shortages. We'll have to go up and do more steel. I will do up to 10 steel, and then we're going to need more. How are my... This is the wrong tab. How are my arms industries looking? Smooth bores. Let's go up to 8 of these. Check our laws. I know not too much time has passed, so there's probably nothing that's changed. I'm not going to do any movements down there. Let's look at getting our national militia changed. Nah. Nope. Not gonna do it. Alright. War with Mapuche. Hope this war ends soon. Oh, we did both wars pass out. Dutch Windward Coast. Interesting. That's down here somewhere, I think. Alright, let's see how these battles go, especially you with your supply. I'm very curious to see how that works. Double checking that we are in fact going to raid the coast where it matters. They're pushing forward, not against my troops, which is annoying. How are we doing up here? We are pushing forward, and we're also pushing forward here. Mapuche should get slaughtered. That'll open us another front. What if I take the guy who's raiding... It's just Chile. Where is our... Not naval invasion. I want a convoy raid here. It's against Austria, right? So we want to put us right in there. Don't want any Austrians to get around against us. Chemical bleaching means better stuff for our paper mills and better stuff for our... Ooh. This would cause a incredible demand in... We'll do some of these to boom China. Paper mills, of course, we're all going to go for sulfur bleaching. Paper is a good source of expenses. Low market access in South Carolina. You're building that. Pennsylvania. 2 more railways. And then North Carolina. You need railways. More and more railways for us. How much are we making from diplomatic pacts? Making 50k. Most of that from Russia and their war reps. So we're actually not making a ton of money. I need to be careful about what I spend. Let's double check our economy. Legitimate government, if it's below 75, yeah, okay. Having naval battles that we are winning, which is good to hear. We're pushing over there. I think we're just now hanging on. We're starting to push them back. Your supply has started to go down. It means the convoy rating is effective. And our puppets are defending Mexico. Wow, what a beautiful Mexican flag we have. It's that's interesting. Do all of our puppets have a little bit of that? Oh wow, some of these are cursed. I'm not gonna lie. Like this is the cursed flag. It's just okay. We're pushing though. Argentina's gonna fall. Why are we losing war support? They occupy 100% of their war goal because they want American war reps, and they occupy some of our land. Making sure I didn't lose an invasion somewhere else, just randomly. I have not. In fact, you're probably going to lose their war goal. New front opened up, Buenos Aires. That's over here, Mapuche. Why? Okay, cool. Some weird stuff was happening with the fronts there that I was just upset about. Not interested in that. One bit. Okay. War is going strong. Let's look at this front. This front's the one I'm cautious about because it's the one where Austria is involved. Let's take a look. Convoy rating is getting their supplies down. They're at 79% supply value. It means they are way less effective. And we're starting to really push through here. Somehow the people that were fighting Mapuche ended up fighting somebody else. Come back here and actually fight this. That was strange. Oh, come on. These fronts, man, I swear. Sometimes it just does the weirdest things. Let's look at the war support from our other guys. Pushing all these puppets. Good. 80%. Tell you what, our puppets are getting some work done. Like, this isn't us that's actually advancing here, it's the puppets. Psychiatry. Influence and bureaucracy. That means I'm actually going to push through more institutions. I do want to get those up as fast as possible. Once we max out our institutions, we could spend a lot of money. France! France, France, France. Cut down to size, you say. It should be fine. What are they going to take from us that they're going to use in the cut down to size? Like, let's see who joins. Okay, we're going to let the cut down to size just kind of play out. If someone joins, I'll try to take or maybe free some vassals, like France, if they have anyone that we'd actually want to get out from under them. Spain, but that's a different way of doing that. Is that... Okay, that's Italy. I thought that was Mexico. Yeah, I mean, I could just look to get some of these small lands up here for France. We have time. Definitely have time before I actually need to do anything about that war. Puche is going to piece out of this one pretty soon. What is the war goal? You occupy land down here still? Could you not stop occupying my land? I get it. What's the peace deal? They want us to annex them. We will gladly take it. And with that, this war should be blown wide open. Absolutely wide open. We're going to take all the land that you have cored. And you're going to just take down way faster than us. Argentina, welcome to the fold. Let's just clear the map states. And improve relations with you. Okay. Let's look at what we want from France. I actually don't think that Russia can't... They're still humiliated by us. They're not going to be able to join in this war. More reps is something we definitely want, but I think I'm going to want... Ooh, I want our primary goal to be this right here. Is that French Guiana? I think it's French Guiana. We want French Guiana. Definitely French Guiana, and then we're definitely going to want... I want all of these little tiny coasts. Let's double check where Senegal is. Okay, Senegal's that one. We definitely want Senegal here. No. We've got all these little African nations. I might have to do a campaign one of these days as an African nation. Ivory Coast. French West Indies. Okay, it is. Okay. I didn't know if it was the real West Indies or if it was like over here. But I guess it's the Caribbean. That's the East Indies. And Algiers. We won't be able to take Algiers this war, which is fine. We'll just run down Austria. Really take care of Chile. And Paraguay. Paraguay's still in this? How am I gonna get to Paraguay? I just don't care about Paraguay. I'll still take your land. I need to pull back. Do we have a general I can recruit? No. Do I want to recruit in the general? Cushing, we're going to pull you out of here and we're going to put you up here. I'll cede this land down south. Alright, is there any colonies I could go for? We can't reach it because we don't actually own this land. That is fine. How are other colonies doing? Checking down here, we have some Russians making a mess of things. Denmark. Portugal, you colonized terribly slowly. Britannia looks good. Oh, can we do more interest? We cannot. How is Hokkaido? Hokkaido looks beautiful. Alright, we're gonna let these colonies go. But I think down here will be our next target. Is New South Wales colonizing this? I hope they do. They almost never finish colonizing Australia, which is so annoying. They definitely should. Maybe I get a treaty port too. No, can't afford it. Can't afford it with that amount of maneuvers. Your supply is terrible. Maybe we end up white piecing and not taking Paraguay in this war. Especially since I'm about to have some issues with the other people. Let's look at the non-negotiating participants here. You're still very loyal. This Chilean war reps. It is Chilean war reps. We're almost out of out of our negative income stream. Or the government is almost also losing its legitimacy. Alright, France is wanting to get involved everywhere. Which means I'm going to take our convoy raider down here. Who's the guy convoy raiding? Argentine Sea, we're going to instead patrol our coast. Do not want any sneaky Frenchmen landing here. Bison hunting, colony growth, always colony growth. Do not care too much about these Utes. Chile's been puppeted, and I think we're going to peace out here. There's no really reason for me to worry too much about pushing for this. Yeah, we'll propose this peace deal, get out of that war, and then focus on the French. Now, with the French, we're going to take a raid convoy and put it down here. Put it here. Maybe I do a naval invasion here. Or in Lowell. What's our war goal here? Well, I want everything. I don't like that it assigned war reps as my #1 goal. Should have maybe set one faster, because then I could control. Like if it was Guyane, I could just occupy it and be done with it. Okay, this is looking to be a healthy rollover. Stop. Wyoming, Nebraska, Utah, Nevada, California. Let's add railways there. Wyoming, Nebraska, Utah, Arizona, not Colorado, but we'll add one anyway. And we need California, right? Let's see, California, Nevada, Utah, Wyoming, Nebraska. That should be all of them. Double check how much we're doing in terms of production. We're almost done with all the coal mines, meaning we probably do have a ton of coal. I lied, we don't have much coal kicking around. Isolated states in Hokkaido, Pennsylvania, you are needing of more. We're going to put 2 of these at the priority, just because I want to get more of these coal mines. Basic government goods, clippers, iron tools. Warren Lowell is idle. He's doing his invasion, so it's not actually idle. The game's just lying. Okay, occupy 40% of our war goal. Jebediah, let's do a naval invasion over here with Robert Lee. That'll get us Senegal, West Indies, and then we're going to need to do Ivory Coast, which will be our next one. And then we'll have taken all of the lands that we wanted. We're almost out of our debt. France is sending a ton of men down here, but they're not going to land in time. There we go. All right, next we're going to do the naval invasion of French Guiana. Do you have anything over here that I should invade either? No. Okay. I wonder, I can maybe... I'm in a war, but it's not my war. Like, can I... No, looks like I cannot declare another war. Oh, we're getting invaded. And they repelled. Okay. Well, this war looks like it's going to drag on for a little bit, but I don't see us losing too much. I'm going to go ahead and take a pause and come back once the war is wrapping up. I'll see you then. I'm back real quick. I didn't actually end the war yet, but we finished our colony of Colorado, meaning that we have finished Manifest Destiny, the Frontier Wars. So we get all of these states as homeland, and I can now go and incorporate Colorado. Which is nice. We have a beautiful United States. We just need to claim this land from the UK, and we'll have our historical borders plus some. But I don't know if that's actually going to happen. Yeah, we're going to need to have good relations with them, or we're just going to need to take it by force. Which I'm thinking we just take it by force. What will probably end up happening is I'll declare a war for this, and I'll use it to free something else. Like, I'll make my primary war goal in the US, and then I'll try to free East Indies. But that's for later. For now, we're still doing our war down here. We're invading the Ivory Coast. It's all falling to us. And yeah, I'm thinking our next target will probably be Brazil. Vassalize Brazil, finish off South America. But that probably won't be in this episode. That'll be in the next episode. So I'm going to keep fighting this war against France, and I'll come back once we have progress there. See you then. I'm back. We're almost going to peace out France in this war, but it looks like the Mosquito Kingdom is having a revolt, and we're getting an obligation to step in, and it will actually break Great Britain out of this region. So it would do us some good and save us from actually having to worry about any of this. Let's put some in here. And we'll put some in here. We've got some fronts to contend with. I didn't even realize they had these lands. Okay. Anyway, we're gonna help out our friends, the Mosquito Kingdom. And then probably end up vassalizing them. Regardless of whatever happens here. So it will be good. I hope you don't back down. That would be suck. It would really suck. Actually, you're a revolt. Normally revolts don't back down. So it shouldn't be an issue. Why do it says I'm gonna have... Oh, because I'm doing this stuff. Double checking that we have the highest level of government administration. We do. Russia's colonizing in Australia. We completed, we completed Hokkaido. We're looking at getting Sakhalin. But we now have our colony here, meaning I'll have the ability to land in Japan, who does not have a flotilla and has a very bad army. Meaning I will be able to take over their land with ease. With ease. Double checking our laws. Looks like we can't pass anything. I'm considering going for free trade. Because we do have a southern planter who's going to endorse it. But I don't think we're at a good enough spot for me to do that. Southern planters are actually a lot weaker. They've been losing steadily their clout. Which is good. Very good. And Luther Tasker is a market liberal, so even if he's in charge, I don't, you know, they don't really inhibit us in any way, shape, or form, which is nice. Very nice. Still losing money despite having somewhat high taxes. We actually were making money a second ago. All these isolated regions. Oh yeah, I started a bunch of colonies in the Micronesia area because I could. So I need to do more interests. Let's do some more. We're gonna finish off Africa. And then we have even more. It looks like it's time to get into the Middle East. Secure us some sources of oil for the future. And we're going to need to build a ton of... This is going to be in trade lanes. We're going to need ports. We're going to need ports. We're going to do at least one port in every place that a port is possible. Mainly because it just gets us more convoys, which we don't really use because we're all warlike, but also I can't be bothered to find the small countries, these small little islands that don't have any access. But anyway, let's see how this war goes. It should be a pretty fast one. All they really want is to annex the Mosquito Kingdom. In fact, is there someone else I can assign to this? In fact, let me pull back one of our generals, our navies here. We're going to raid convoys right here. We swapped over our navy to ironclads. I know the last thing you guys saw before I cut away was that we unlocked the tech, but now we have ironclads for our navy, meaning we should just dominate this region. There should be incredible supply issues for anyone over here. Like, I'm going to just naval raid, not naval invade, naval raid out here. We'll do the English Channel. It just seems right to do that. The war with France is ticking out. They lose to war exhaustion every week, which means, and give or take 10 weeks, they'll be out of our hair. Defense. We're gonna need to kind of hold the ground here. What is gonna actually give me the bureaucratic shortfall? Is it really just this? I don't think that'll be an issue. Fourth rank great power, by the way, coming up on Austria, who's in the third slot. Will be fun to try to take them on. Need to give it time for their supply to wear away. Donation of knowledge. We always take it. We always take the university. Every single time. Every single time. It's very worthwhile. Alright, looks like we're going to lose some land here. Can I put another general down here? Let's put one defensive. Yeah, why do I have my guy up here? I'm hoping I can win this war for our mosquito friends. They have 100 troops down here. And good supply. Take it my convoy rating is not effective. Regardless though, France is going to peace out in one tick. Bam, we now have access to all of these little provinces. We should be advancing front. I have no supply. Do I not have ports down here? I do have ports. I don't know why this says unknown. That's interesting. Anyway, it looks like Mosquito Kingdom is probably going to lose this. Unless something happens down here that is interesting. This is just proving to me that I need to put more power into our wars. Looks like we kicked him out of the land. We're not winning anything offensive. France is going to expand into Kenya. It's causing you so much. Casualties? Oh well, that's fine if we lose that war. No skin off our back just means we lose out on having a whatever the term is down here, a obligation. But we can still keep doing what we want to do. So I think I'm gonna wrap up the episode here. I'll let this war play out. We can kind of sit on the war. They're losing. We'll see. Well, after this war, we'll definitely wrap it up. But I don't know. We'll just kind of wait out the war. Tech-wise, we just got our gantry cranes, meaning I can go pure steamers. We're going to start working on our breech-loading artillery, and then eventually hand crank machine guns, but probably not right now. Actually, hold on. Reinforced concrete. We're going to do that first. Get that construction sector throughput. That'll just, the earlier we get it, the better. And I don't need the concrete at the moment. All our ports are going to be swapped over to industrial ports. That means we probably have a ton of convoys, and probably like a crazy amount of convoys. Yeah, look at that. Let's look at doing some trade then. Do some trade. Let's see, who wants to buy my stuff? Russia does. Who wants to sell me stuff? In large quantities. Russia does for clothes. Tools could be a good one, not from Russia though. Crazy that I still need stuff. Let's do this to Russia. Use some of my convoys, even though I now have almost no bureaucracy, which is fine. It will sort itself out. France is expanding to the Congo. This war's over. That'll give me a truce with England, which is not the best. Yeah, let's see. Let's look at their offense. Let's just double check. So we'll let the war kind of play out, because I don't see us getting anything from this, but let's take a look at their barracks here. They use skirmish infantry, mobile artillery. What do we use? Skirmish infantry, mobile artillery. Could just be a general thing. Good visibility, commander trait. Highest defense in the world is 65, but their defense is 74. That math makes perfect sense. Just don't ask. Oh well. Looks like we will have to take a wash on this. Let's kind of, while this war kind of plays out in the background, we're going to take a look at the world and just kind of wrap up where we are. Looks like there is a revolt going on in the Dutch East Indies. If they get free of this, it's just a revolt, so they probably won't break free of the Netherlands. Qing has not collapsed. That's good for them. The East Indies, I'm going to make them my rival, because why not? New South Wales, has anyone gone to unify? No one has been unified. It's a shame. Columbia District has not even taken the steps to... Are all of these puppets? Not all of them are puppets. We're actually winning down here. What's going on down here? A little bit too late, but that's cool. Did like our convoy rating or something? Huh. That's a shame. You're still a protectorate. Unfortunate. But now we can actually do our own diplomatic play. Wait, why am I still in this war? Yeah, get me out of this. That was weird. Okay. Alright, but now we're at peace, and I can look around at who we're going to conquer next. I'm thinking it'll probably be Brazil. They're the last big contender for us in the south. I think I'm going to want to take them on, probably add Uruguay and these little small places to it. And then we'll start looking in Africa and into Asia to kind of consolidate our global market. But that's been it for this episode. Keep chugging along as the United States, expanding our territory, our market, making this massive blue blob that is better than the other blue blob of France. But as always, this is the Blue Screeners. I'm Sean. I thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.